Is Windrose the next Valheim? Welcome back to James RDC Gaming. I'm your host James. I'm going to talk to you today about this great game. You should go and try the demo for yourself. A game based in the 1700s around the Caribbean islands and the high seas. This game is being developed and published by Windrose Crew, a small group of developers. This is their first game to be developed and get published. Windrose was originally a game named Crosswinds, along with the development and publishing team being called Crosswind Crew. A game that has revolved around the age of piracy and the Caribbean. Windrose is an open-world survival adventure that has Souls-like boss fights, base building, ship navigation, and procedurally generated open worlds. It has delivered on that promise in my opinion. Loved playing this game's demo. The combat is definitely Souls-like, having died many times in order to learn that combat effectively. I like that the base building mechanics in this game reminds me a lot of Valheim. I would go so far as calling this game Pirate Valheim. If you liked Valheim and like the Pirate Age, you will like this game when it is released. I encourage you to play the demo to find out for yourself. The game has a great challenge difficulty that makes it enjoyable. The game is not that hard, it's not so easy, the game is just right. For those that prefer a challenge in their adventure and those that just want an adventure will find this game intriguing. This is a game I will be grabbing when it finally launches. I love the story so far. Your swashbuckling adventure begins quickly, taking off with you being a captain of a ship that has been sunk by a rival captain. He and his crew boarded your ship in the middle of the night, eliminated some of your crew, and taken the rest as prisoners. You are shot in the back and through the heart by Captain Richards and left for dead. If it had not been for a mysterious dark magical item that healed your wound, that would have definitely ended your life. This dark magical item allows you to seek revenge upon your enemies. You wake up on a beach, determined to get back at Captain Richards and Captain Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard. Blackbeard has eliminated the British forces, which does not bother you. After all, who needs the pesky Brits in the way? What has bothered you is that Blackbeard has declared war on you when he allowed his man to attack you and sink your ship. In retaliation, you are going to build your forces back up and take on Captain Richards, the person that has put a bullet in your back. In order to do so, you will have to find your crew members that are imprisoned by your rivals. You are sure that your crew will help you reclaim what you have lost. You are determined to be a captain of a ship again, and a captain cannot be a captain without his crew. I love the beginning of this demo, and I hope that this game delivers on what it is advertising. The first thing you have to do is like any other open world survival adventure. You will have to scavenge for food and materials to build a safe haven, to build your equipment and cook your foods. The base building aspect of this game is just great. You can build multiple sections in one click. In one click by holding your left mouse button down and dragging, this aspect makes building fast and easy. This is no different than the scavenging materials to do so. I find scavenging in this game demo to be extremely fast and easy. In a 10-hour play session, I had built 3 different safe houses on 3 different islands. The devs added an extremely helpful build piece that allows you to fast travel. I built 3 different fast travel points that would allow me to travel back and forth to each island quickly. I found the first boat very slow, but extremely accurate at sailing across the water. There is one complaint that I have, and that is that the boat from time to time will clip into the water as if it were sinking or submerging into the water. Which the first time that happened, I started to freak out a bit, but quickly realized that it was just clipping and the boat soon raised back up onto the surface. Overall, I very much like the sailing of this game compared to others of its caliber. The first fast travel points make traversing much safer and more enjoyable, especially if you forget certain items back on another island. Combat in this game demo is extremely fun and challenging because if you miss a block or do not dash at the right moment, you will find out quickly that the damage is great, sometimes even fatal. Some enemies can one-shot your character while you can take a couple of hits from others, depending on what they wield or their level. Most islands have a set level for their occupants, like boars for example can be a level 2 on one island with a chance of a level 3 boar encounter, while the next island you come across can be level 6s with a chance of level 7s encounter. There is also a block mechanic that will diminish with each hit, but you will recover when you're not being attacked over a short period of time. If you do not pay attention, you can fall into the trap of being block broken with full stamina, because the block relies on stamina and armor. What I mean is that when you block, you will lose some stamina, and if you pay attention, you will see little shields that will pop up when you are attacked. As you get hit, these shields will diminish, which will lead to a stagger moment where you will be vulnerable to an attack. It took me a while to get the hang of this in combat, leading me to perish multiple times. After all, I am used to using a controller, not the keyboard and mouse. They have not made a good controller setup yet, which I hope they do soon. But I did not let this discourage me from keeping going. Eventually I just chose an enemy to practice with until I could block or dash my way out of harm. Once you get the mechanic down, the game becomes quite easy and fun. At one point of the game demo, after you have built a secure place to cook and explore from, you will have a visitor from your ship that has escaped your enemies, Galen Skelton. He will tell you of how he escaped and that some of your crew are still alive. This will start you on a mission to save your captured crew from Blackbeard, who has declared himself the Pirate King. Galen will inform you on how Captain Richards is a part of Blackbeard's crew as a captain, and that Blackbeard has a way to control the undead. This is how he makes people follow his command, because if they did not, he will turn them into undead followers. Galen is the ship's doctor. He will inform you that he believes that your condition is related to an item that Blackbeard was looking for on the ship that night when everything started. After all, Galen was sent by a wealthy patron to find and collect the object that Captain Richards was looking for that night. So you have an invested interest to go find Captain Blackbeard and deal with the situation. In order to do so, you will have to save your crew and repair a ship. In order to fight the opposing forces against you, this will lead you from the area that you have started in, the coastal jungle, to 3 other areas in the game. These areas have been hinted at through your menu with the names of those areas as follows: the Foothills, the Cursed Swamps, and the Ashlands. So you will traverse the seas looking for Blackbeard's crew and eliminating his followers and taking his treasure. Because after all, this would not be a pirate adventure without taking someone else's booty. The devs hint at more than just conflict between pirate captains. There is supposed to be a growing conflict between empires, pirate clans, and dark mysterious powers that are looming on the horizon. There are also to be naval battles that you will be able to trade cannon fire with other ships at range, or close in for fierce boarding action. There are to be nimble catches to versatile brigs and monstrous frigates that you'll be able to equip, customize your ship to suit your playstyle in this pirate adventure. When the fighting is over and the cannon smoke clears, you'll be able to claim your booty, and after that you will be able to share your seaside home with your crew as you sail onward to New Horizon. With all this said, the game itself is graphically designed well, and the water mechanics actually make you feel like you are sailing out on the sea. The combat is very well designed, while having to defend and dash out of the way of musket fire and saber attacks of human NPCs and animals. That will make you feel like you are really being attacked. Overall, I believe that this will be a hit with anyone that enjoys games like Valheim, Aska, Medieval Dynasty, Shrouded, and many more of their kind. I really hope this was informative to you and that you will try this demo for yourself and see that this game could be a #1 of its kind, especially if you love the pirate age like myself. You can find a link in the description below to take you to the demo. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and see you on the high seas.